Good morning, everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. Come out here this morning to see if we can fix this row up here and get it ready for the cabbage. I'm gonna put the cabbage next to the onion, hoping that maybe the scent from the onions will deter the pest. I came up here yesterday, actually in the middle of the day when it was so hot. I laid down on the ground and I went through here and I wrung. I took my little knife I had made. I got a video on that showing how to make the knife. And I wrung around all the onions so that the bulbs will begin to start swelling. And they have already started this morning. Because we got rain coming in the next few days, they said. Of course, here at Pecan Grove, we say this. We say we'll believe it when we see it. Because we ain't had no rain in forever. I mean, not to amount to anything. We get a half an inch or something every now and then, and it's all welcome. But yesterday, I actually planted all the corn. We got the Texas gourd tooth corn planted out there. We're gonna see if it comes up. If it don't, we'll plant something else. We had two different kinds of cabbage. This is the stonehead cabbage here. And the other we had is the flat Dutch. Now we have it over here, and then we got some down here. The flat Dutch looks like it's doing a lot better than the stonehead. The stonehead, I'm seeing things like, I won't even plant this one here, but look, see how it's doing? It don't look good, you know? That one will get set out. I won't even plant it. And here's another one right here. It's taking on some characteristics that I don't like right there. So, you know, here's another. See this one here? It don't look right. Something about it just don't look right. And so I'm not going to be a big fan of this just simply because of the way it's starting out. The flat Dutch, on the other hand, they are all looking fantastic. So I'm gonna plant some of these first. And we're gonna get them in the ground and I'm kind of picking some of the nicer looking ones.
Look at the roots.
Oh, the roots is already, yeah, look at them in there. They are putting on some good.
I already see the roots, so they're doing good.
They're actually doing pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that root system. Nice.
These were raised from seed from Everwild.
Everwild, yeah. And we're always looking for varieties that work for us here. Not every variety will work at all places, you know, so we're kind of just like experimenting there to see which ones does the best. This is actually the first year I've ever planted this variety. Look at those roots. Nice. These are in, for those of you who don't know, these are in worm castings. There is nothing, there's no chemicals, there's nothing in this. This is just pot and soil and worm castings. Now let's see how this one in a white container. See if it makes any difference.
Wow.
Look at that. No difference whatsoever.
Look at the roots. And it's only been, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks since I put them little bitty. They were tiny little cabbages when I put them in there.
That is amazing.
All right, we're placing a flag here so that we can distinguish between the two varieties of cabbage. We got the stone heads here. I think Wanda said we had 17 of them. And now we're fixing to start working our way on out with the flat Dutch.
Let's see how they did in the solo cups.
Let's see.
Not as good. The clear plastic actually done the best.
The clear showed more. Well, let's give it a few cups and let's just see. That one's got a good bit.
It's got a good little bit on it. Not as many.
Not as many. Some of the cabbage plants that were setting out were up potted at different times because I could only do a few at a time because I had other things that had to be done, and when I got a few minutes I'd run out to the high tunnel and I'd up pot a few of them, and some of them are like a week apart from others. So you'll see different root systems on some of them. Some of them just barely have roots starting because they hadn't been up potted that long. We just know that if we don't hurry up and get them in, we're going to be late. Here's one that's
been in there longer than
been in
others.
there longer. Yeah, see all the roots.
So that's why the red solo cups. Some of them are newer transplants.
Yeah. Garden party. Nosy crew.
You kind of forgot to feed them first thing.
I haven't fed them yet. They're just crybabies. They let me know that I haven't fed them. I will get to you in a minute. Gardening comes first.
No, they said they come first.
All right, guys, we have completely finished here. Now, I don't know how many cabbages we had on the other. I did not count them.
30 or 40.
Huh?
30 or 40 from the looks up, because there was, what did I say, 17?
17 of these.
So probably close to
17 is, yeah, we're going to be about 40-something of them. I'm guessing.
Probably close to 40 altogether.
Yeah, so, and I still have probably 100. You know, I haven't even up potted yet, so I don't know. We'll see if we can find some friends or somebody to bless with some cabbages, because that right there will supply us, if they make, with everything we need. Now this is the onions over here that we bought in town. Bonnie Plant always, they send their onions here in the spring. They ought to send them in November, but they wait till spring, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just try them. We'll see. That is the Texas Granix, yellow Granix onions there. These come from Hall's Tool right through here. And look at this. These came in November. This is what it looks like if you plant them in November. I just wrung them with a knife yesterday. I have a knife bent that I'll show y'all on a video how to make. I wrung all the dirt out from around these. The ones we planted from seed down yonder, they're starting to grow a little bit. They may catch up, I don't know. But this garden is done. If the Texas gourd tooth, after being 10 years old, the seeds comes up. This garden is done. We have potatoes on a piece of a row down here. We have turnip greens, mustard greens, kale, rutabagas, some red potatoes on that side over yonder. That's this whole garden right now. We went back and refertilized everything. This will probably be the last time we do it on the onions through here because they don't need it after this. And we have we have a one whole row here. Well, I say probably 2/3 of a row and 1/3 of a row left. That's going to be for things like squash and maybe a few extra tomato plants I have or something like that.
Okra.
Okra, that kind of stuff is what we're going to save for this side right here. And that'll probably do it for this garden for the year once we get those few things in. Now,
Sweet potatoes.
we do have to find somewhere to put some sweet potatoes.
We're not planting the whole field in
No,
sweet potatoes.
we're not doing that again. Matter of fact, we still have sweet potatoes in the old house there. Probably what I'll do is when the Irish potatoes comes out, I will plant sweet potatoes back in the place.
And the cabbage and
we
the
take the cabbage out. And
onions.
Sweet potatoes can be planted all the way up till June, you know.
because these 3 rows right here and that one row over yonder would be more than enough.
By May, probably by the end of April, all this will be gone, you know. So, and I already have sweet potato slips that high, you know. So as soon as we get stuff out, we're gonna start putting them in here, and you know, we're doing as much as we can now in the high tunnel, in containers, and raised beds and things like that, just simply because y'all saw how I was having to get on my knees to plant this cabbage. That's, you know, I'm not going to be able to keep doing this forever, and I've got to start now making sure I can get this taken care of us before we get too much older. So got to go get started on another project. Want to take y'all along on this, so thank you for watching. And if you hadn't subscribed already, please subscribe to Pecan Grove. The more we get subscribers we get, the more we can get our videos out there, the more it gets into the algorithm and people, we can show them how we grow stuff here in the Deep South. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.